People get excited about an idea and then build the product and then find out 6 months later that nobody else was excited. How to go from zero to selling your first product. This video is the most important video that you're going to want to watch. If you've ever thought of starting a software company, maybe you have one, maybe you've gone to the market, your customers aren't buying, maybe you're struggling with finding your best idea to pursue, maybe you have built something way too complicated. I'm going to share with you in this video the simple framework on how I've built companies over the years. You know, I've done 1,300 clarity calls talking one-on-one with entrepreneurs about their top challenges. Here's the deal. A third of those calls were entrepreneurs that did this framework backwards, okay? They built the product, 6 months, tens of thousands of dollars invested. They put it in front of a customer and their customer said, that's cool, but it doesn't meet my needs. Or that's really neat, but I don't know if I understand how to use it. It's too complicated. They built something for somebody that didn't exist. They thought that there was a pain in the market that was just a vitamin. And that's what I want to share with you guys in this video. Number one is, how do you come up with the best idea? Because you might have no idea, which is totally cool. A lot of entrepreneurs run into that. Or you have a number of ideas and you can't figure out the right one to do it. Well, here's a quick 3P framework for thinking this through. Number one is you need to know that you have the problem. Like, I would never start a company if I didn't have the problem myself, because at the end of the day, you need to understand the mindset of the customer and where they're struggling with. And here's the reality. If it doesn't work out, at least you'll be a customer for the product. So number one, you have the problem. Two is the pain. Make sure it's not a vitamin. Make sure it's a painkiller. Make sure it's a must-have, not a nice-to-have. All right, so that's the distinction of a great idea. Is this something people really, really, really want and are going to beat down a path to your door? Or is this just kind of something maybe they would like it to make their life better, which are usually typically hard to monetize and make money from? The third area is passion. At the end of the day, if you're not passionate about your idea, then you got to make sure that you find one that you are, because the problem is what's going to get you excited, not the solution. Finding a customer that you would love to serve and being passionate about that, that's key. So that's the first part of the strategy, is make sure that you focus on the right idea. Number two is get feedback from the right customer. So when you have an idea, most of you get excited, you talk to your friends, they all go, that would be awesome, yes, totally, you should pursue that. What I do that's totally different is I find customers that were or use my competitors' products. So if you want to build innovation, that's cool, but you're probably in a market and you can find customers that currently pay for that solution and ask them about your specific approach to solving that problem, because those people actually have put their money where their mouth is. Whereas if you just go to a general market and you ask people for their advice on your idea, they're going to be kind. I'm from Canada. Canadians are super polite. They will never tell you that your idea is a bad idea. Do you realize that? Do you know how much risk you incur by asking people, hey, what do you think of my idea? No, you want to talk to customers that have the problem and get their advice. That is the second one, getting feedback from paid customers. Third is prototyping and not building a product. The problem I have with the word MVP, or minimum viable product, is it's got the word product in there. What I would suggest is build a clickable prototype, something that you could sit down and design 3 core features of the idea, not the future vision. Look, in 5 years, the truth is the world's going to change, innovation's going to take hold. You don't know what that's going to look like. Just sit down and say, okay, what could we build in a 6-week product sprint? What are the 3 core features that'll deliver value for our customers? And you sit down and you build a prototype. You can use tools like Balsamiq or UXPin or even InVision, but you want to build a clickable prototype. I've seen people use Keynote and PowerPoint. So super simple, build the prototype. Then here's the key, is you want to run a pilot program. You go back to those customers that you've talked to. You go back to people that you think are interested and you get them to pre-buy the product. People ask, well, what should I charge? My suggestion is 50% off of the first year cost that you're eventually when you launch it. And here's the deal. If you put that clickable prototype in front of the customer, you've nailed their pain point in the market. You're excited and passionate about the problem, and it's something that you want to solve yourself. they're going to resonate with that and they can join that pilot program. You only have a limited amount of seats because really all you're looking for is feedback as you co-create it with them. You do that 2 cycles and eventually you launch your product public. That is the framework from going to 0 to selling your first product. Hope that served you. Really excited to share that with you because it's one of the top questions, the top frustration, the problem that I have to address every time I talk to a new entrepreneur that's already out there doing it. So excited for you, excited for your future, excited for you to sell the first version of your product, pilots all the way. As per usual, I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel to get other videos on how to start and grow your business. I'd also like to invite you to join my newsletter where I run community contests. I give you exclusive invites to events, as well as other free training videos. And if you're ready to get going, I've got queued up 2 other videos to help you along your journey. I'm excited to have you here, and I'll see you next week.